Good evening. The Honorable Chief Justice, members on the dais, friends, we've gathered here today at the farewell tea party of the Honorable Chief Justice, who will be shifting to Delhi. May I request our President, Mr. Thakkar, to say a few words.
Honorable the Chief Justice Devendra Kumar Upadhyaya, the Learned Advocate General, Mr. Venkatesh Dor, Vice President Bombay Bar Association, Mr. Farhan Dubash, Secretary Bombay Bar Association, former Presidents of Bombay Bar Association, senior advocates, members of the committee, all my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. A master of Buddhism in Japan said, there are three essentials to leadership: humility, clarity, and courage. Today, we gather here with mixed emotions to bid farewell to someone who has been more than just a Chief Justice to us. We bid farewell to a man who embodies these very qualities: humility, clarity, and courage. As your Lordship prepares to transfer your wisdom and leadership to another High Court, we take this moment to reflect on the profound impact you have had on us and to express our heartfelt gratitude. Your Lordship's judgments have been nothing short of monumental. With an ability to interpret the law with precision and fairness, you have set exemplary standards for judicial excellence. These significant rulings have not only enriched our legal framework, but have also bolstered public trust in the justice system. Your vision for protecting this metropolis by preserving its wetlands, its forests, its only national park, and whatever green cover remains, be it SGNP or RA or New Bombay, amongst others, is well documented in several orders and judgments. Your calmness on the bench has been exemplary. As you always examine the merits of the matter, and if the matter deserved further consideration, you call upon the authorities to answer, irrespective of the lawyers appearing, even if they were not prepared or were not helpful. Throughout your tenure, your Lordship has been guiding force for the Bombay Bar Association. You have consistently engaged with us, presiding over our events and sharing your invaluable insights. Your involvement has always elevated these occasions, providing both wisdom and inspiration. Sir, your support and encouragement for our advocacy training courses is unforgettable, and BBA is forever grateful to you for that. It was your Lordship's suggestion to hold condolence meeting for Mr. Fali Nariman on High Court lawns, which were very graciously made available to the Bar Association. The number of attendees justified your vision, and the venue was appropriate and provided the perfect setting as we honored a legend. Similarly, it was on your suggestion that we had the inaugural lecture in memory of Mr. Nariman also at the same venue. Your guidance has always been very fruitful, and we are again indeed grateful. What we have most valued in your Lordship is your openness to feedback from the bar. You are approachable in nature, coupled with a readiness to engage in constructive dialogue, and you have fostered a collaborative environment that has greatly benefited both the bar and the bench. Your humility and willingness to listen have ensured that all voices were heard and respected. The Honorable Chief Justice's exceptional administrative abilities have been crucial in the efficient functioning of Bombay High Court. Under his leadership, we have witnessed remarkable progress, including the groundbreaking ceremony for the new High Court building, a testament to his dedication to enhancing our judicial infrastructure. I am aware of one wish of His Lordship which has not yet been fulfilled, that is to have a world-class arbitration center annexed to Bombay High Court. I am sure the Learned Advocate General who is present here will help the High Court in fulfilling the need to have a court-annexed arbitration center. Our Chief Justice has embraced Bombay High Court as his own, making us feel that he has always been a part of us. His kind-hearted and gentle demeanor has left a lasting impression, and we will deeply miss his steady hand and reassuring presence. As he transitions to his new role in Delhi, we cannot help but feel a sense of loss. Yet, we are comforted by the knowledge that his influence will continue to strengthen the judiciary wherever he serves. And if I permitted to say so in lighter vein, the Chief Justice leaves the financial power center and will be nearer to three power centers: judicial, political and personal. On behalf of the entire Bar Association and myself, I extend our warmest wishes to the Chief Justice for his future journey. Sometimes moving on with the rest of your life starts with goodbye. As we bid you goodbye, we hope and pray that your Lordship climb the last, much coveted ladder very soon. May you continue to lead with the same unwavering dedication and integrity that have defined your tenure, and may you achieve continued success and fulfillment in all your undertakings. Thank you. May I now request our Vice President, Mr. Don, to present the learned Chief Justice with plant and memento.
Thank you for coming tomorrow for dinner.
Yeah. I must thank Chief Justice for having agreed to come for our dinner tomorrow. Thank you very much, sir. May I request learned Chief Justice to say a few words.
My dear Nitin, President of Bombay Bar Association, Mr. Don, the Vice President, your Secretary, other office bearers, senior advocates, other members, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me thank everybody, especially the members of the bar, for being so cooperative and so nice to me, that these 1.5 years have how passed away. I just don't had to struggle even for a moment in the entire tenure. I don't remember or recount even a single moment during this tenure where I was stressed because of anything coming or emanating from bar. So I must thank you all. Thank you all the bar members. I thank Nitin Bhai for saying so nice things about me. I don't know whether I deserve it or not, but I must thank all the bar members for this these words from the core of my heart. Before I say anything else, let me say something about Delhi being a power center for political power center, the personal power center, the judicial power center. I am reminded of a judgment by Justice R.M. Sahai. It was a matter emanating from section 29 of the what you call Financial Corporations Act, where section 29 gives certain powers to the financial corporations for attachment and sale, etc., for realization of their dues. Now, in a passage, what he says is that any officer, be it in the executive or in the judiciary, can exercise his authority or the jurisdiction in two ways. He can exercise powers, quote unquote powers. He can be power charged. And second way and second mode of exercising such jurisdiction is being duty conscious. So I hold it that a judicial officer, a judge of any court, right from Honorable Supreme Court to the Court of Judicial Magistrate First Class, he has to exercise his jurisdiction being duty conscious and not power charge. So that may be a center of political power and executive power, but it's not going to be a center of power there so far as judiciary is concerned in Delhi. This much I can assure. Recounting my days here, I would only say that my stay here has in fact enriched me, in the sense that I come from a very different jurisdiction, I come from a very different culture. So I was able to acquaint myself with a different culture, not only in the judicial institution, but in the society at large. I could acquaint myself with a different language, different dialects of the same language, that is Marathi, and different historical background of different regions in Maharashtra. So that way I feel that I am enriched by my stay here for 1.5 years. Just to give an example, when I first visited Goa, now everybody goes to Goa for making fun and spending some good times. But when you go inside Goa, what you call hinterland or the countryside, what I suddenly realized that such a big chunk of land which has been cut off from the mainland India for around 400 years. It doesn't have any impact of colonial rulers, it doesn't have any much impact of even the rule by Mughals. So the society there in Goa has grown in a different manner. So that is how, if you visit places, if you visit and you know the kind of diversity which we have in our country, Maharashtra can be a miniature of that. Maharashtra itself has so many cultures, so many dialects of language, different history. Marathwada has a different history. Vidarbha has a different history. Western Maharashtra has a different history and geographical region. So every region here has a peculiarity, and that peculiarity I could acquaint myself with, which enriched me to move forward in my life and experiences. About the members of the bar, I must thank again that you have all been very cooperative, and I must confess that hearing the learned counsel's arguing matters here has been actually a treat to my ears, to my senses. It has actually been a treat to my senses and ears, hearing the profound arguments, the innovative arguments coming forth from the learned counsels who appeared before me. That made me learn so many things. I was new to this jurisdiction, and every court is different in the sense that the nature of matters coming up before the court are different. That depends on the nature of society and the nature of disputes in the society. Nature of disputes in the society depends on the nature of activity going on in the society. So coming from Uttar Pradesh to Maharashtra, I mean, this difference I could feel, which again made me learn so much that I can't just forget my stay here. You people made my stay here a home away from home. I got encouragement, I got all sorts of support, cooperation from all quarters, from all corners of this system, this institution, from my colleagues on the bench, from the members of the bar, from the registry people, from my law interns, from my law clerk. I learned from everybody, and I hope what I was 1.5 years ago, I am perhaps more enriched, not only in terms of life experience, but also in terms of perhaps law. In my interaction today with the AVI, I mean the president there said that this is a moment of bitterness and sweetness both. So I was reminded of an English teacher who taught me English in class 10th. He was teaching us the figures of speech. So just to give an example of a particular figure of speech, he recited a poem. I may be permitted to recite that. He said, Betty bought a bit of butter. Betty bought a bit of butter, but that bit of butter was bitter. So he bought a better butter to make the bitter butter better. I hope I have not been bitter to you, but I must assure you, my successor here, you are getting to get a better butter to make bitters more better than. I mean, the kind of atmosphere which automatically got created in the court during the course of arguments. Anybody listening to the arguments, I mean, his soul, his senses got perhaps elevated. That is my feeling here. I must acknowledge my thanks and your contribution to my upliftment as a judge, as a human being. I must thank again not only the office bearers, learned senior counsels, the Advocate General is here. He has been very cooperative, both inside the court and outside the court. That's how we could at least take the first step towards construction of the new building. I don't have any regrets, but just a feeling which occurred to me hearing the last matter in the court day before yesterday. The matter related to Sanjay Gandhi National Park. So some issue was being argued. Lawyers, as usual, they were at loggerheads. And then we were discussing something. I was discussing something, some point which has arisen for our consideration with my brother judge on the bench. So he said something, sir, what will happen to this matter once you go? I said, brother, nobody is indispensable. But still he thought, no, sir, we should be a bit more strict in passing the orders today. So that was the moment I realized, though I never desired, a judge is a foot soldier as it is said. But that time made me think that it would have been better had I stayed here for a bit more time. That's the feeling that was the last matter I conducted as a judge here. So that's the feeling with which I am going, with all your good wishes. And I hope speaking about oneself is not a very good thing, but one thing I must tell, that throughout my stay here, rather throughout my career as a judge, I have never ever been driven by any personal interest. I have always thought about institution because as in my address to you when we met first, I said that I feel that I owe a debt to the system, to this institution, which I have to repay. I have worked all along my career as a judge, all along my life rather, that I owe a debt to the society, to the system, to this institution, which has given me so much. I must thank you again, and this is not a severance of relationship. I promise that whenever you require me, I will keep on coming here, meeting all of you, with all of you, and doing whatever is possible. My bit I will be doing for all sitting here, for the members of the bar, for the institution, in whatever capacity it will be possible. It's time for me to seek forgivings also. If deliberately or knowingly, unknowingly, if I have ever hurt anyone, I seek forgiveness. And with these words, I seek your blessings for my stint at Delhi as well. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words. So we wish you all the best in your future and in your stint at Delhi High Court. With this, we conclude today evening's program. Kindly join us for a cup of tea. Thank you.